How's it going, Sha?
Okay, we got to get into it. Look, there's been a news story that we haven't reported on. And, there's just so much happening right now. It's sometimes one may slip through the cracks, but this is one that I've just been kind of watching on my own.
Right.
And I had a coworker last week come up to me and say, why, maybe I feel like why is everybody on my various Facebook feeds or whatever just writing the word orcas? And I said, oh, because they're attacking boats right now. And she said, see, I knew you would know why. She was like, everyone I know is just writing Team Orca. So, and that's when it dawned on me, oh my gosh, we haven't spoken about the orcas.
Yo.
So.
We slacking. That's on me. I'm going to own that.
No, I mean, there's a lot. There is a lot. And it's such a wild story. So I'm just trying to find the basic. Okay, here we go. Live science. Orcas have sunk 3 boats in Europe and appear to be teaching others to do the same. But why?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you know about this at all?
A little bit, yeah.
But did you know how
I know there
big
was after school classes for orcas. Like, yo, listen, send all your orca babies over here. We gotta school them. Okay.
Yes.
This is a movement.
This story I'm currently reading was published 13 days ago.
Okay.
Orcas have attacked and sunk a 3rd boat off of the Iberian coast of Europe. And experts now believe the behavior is being copied by the rest of the population. 3 orcas, also known as killer whales, struck the yacht on the night of May 4th in the Strait of Gibraltar, off the coast of Spain, and pierced the rudder. There were 2 smaller and 1 large orca, the skipper said. The little ones shook the rudder at the back while the big one repeatedly backed up and rammed the ship with full force from the side. The skipper then said he saw the smaller orcas imitating the larger one. The 2 little orcas observed the bigger one's technique, and with a slight run-up, they too slammed into the boat.
Yo.
Spanish Coast Guards rescued the crew and they towed the boat, but it sank at the port entrance. 2 days earlier, a pod of 6 orcas assailed another sailboat navigating the strait. Greg Blackburn, who was aboard that vessel, looked on as a mother orca appeared to teach her calf how to charge into the rudder. It was definitely some form of education teaching going on.
Oh, I love this. Each one teach one, baby. Hell yeah.
Teach one. Not for years. Teach one. So now that's what that is. That was only with 3 ships. I think it made it all the way to. All right. So now I'm reading a piece from May 28th in the Washington Post.
Right.
Why orcas keep sinking boats. Scientists have some theories why killer whales have seriously damaged boats about a dozen times this year off of the coast of Spain and Portugal. A dozen times.
Yeah, they're doing numbers.
12. At least 12.
Yeah, this is a movement. This ain't an accident anymore.
That's wild. So here's the thing. It wasn't the first attack by an orca or killer whale, blah, blah, blah. Normally, killer whales aren't considered dangerous to humans.
Okay.
But pods of killer whales have done serious damage to boats in the region about a dozen times already this year.
Okay.
Let's see. They struck the fancy yachts, mostly concentrated around the Strait of Gibraltar, where whales congregate in the spring and summer. Oh, maybe
that's the issue. They're like, yo, this is our vacation, you know?
Right. So
we come here to relax, get away from, being the killer in our whale.
We're just trying to chill, right?
Yeah.
So here are two leading ideas from scientists who are studying the killer whales. Theory number one, the orcas are playing around.
That's just how I say I love you, you know?
Closely related to bottlenose dolphins, orcas are highly intelligent and curious marine mammals. Okay. So let's see. After learning a new... Oh, wait, hold on. The whales communicate with such sophistication that pods form their own dialects and parents teach their younger ones hunting methods that are passed along for generations. In learning a new behavior, juvenile orcas often keep repeating it ad nauseum. Playing around is just a part of learning how to be an apex predator.
Oh, so they're playing with each other, not with us.
Right.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Right. So they're playing. Well, they're playing with each other, but they're learning it from the parents.
Right.
Right. And so they're just having fun. And the yacht is just...
That's the toy.
The toy. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I get that. This is like spades. You know, this is like the black community. You watch your parents, your uncles
play spades. Yes. Okay.
I was like,
are they betting on the yachts? Okay. All right. Got it. Okay.
You know, you watch the grown-ups play at the barbecue. Kids play at their own separate little kid table.
Right.
You know, eventually you get promoted to the grown-up table. Mm-hmm. You know, this is the same idea for orcas.
Okay. That's interesting. That's one way of playing, of looking at that. But there's a second theory.
Okay.
The orcas want revenge.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Okay. Orcas off of the Iberian coast like to follow fishing vessels to snag bluefin tuna before the fishermen can reel them in. Right?
Okay.
So that's what orcas do. Right? That's how they get down.
I like this. Okay.
So that puts them at risk of being struck or entangled. Scientists have seen killer whales in those waters with fishing lines hanging from their bodies. So it's possible that an orca had a bad run-in with a boat in the past and is now teaching other killer whales how to attack the vessels as well. The team suspects that a female adult named White Gladys may be the one doing so.
Oh, yeah.
How is this a theory, but y'all put a name to her?
We didn't want to say nothing, but you know,
it looked like Gladys. This looks like Gladys work right here.
Yeah, man, she's been doing it for years, you know.
Oh, wow. So with only 39 orcas counted in 2011, the Iberian orca subpopulation is considered critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. That impact that entanglements and boat strikes are having on all sorts of whales and dolphins underscores that humans are a bigger threat to them than they are to us. So I guess they're like, fuck that noise.
Yo, you all talk shit about us. Y'all ain't a threat to us.
Yeah. So I personally think, I believe theory number two. But it could be a combination of both, but I really think it's that this is where they chill.
Yeah.
Right? This is where they relax and all that shit in the spring and summer, just like we do, but we come through with the boats. And what it reminded me of is, remember that, was it a seal? Remember that seal like last year who kept climbing up on the boats?
Yeah.
And just because that's where she relaxed.
Yeah. It was a seal's place.
Yes.
The boats came to her house.
That's what I think is happening.
Yeah. This is the orca summer home.
Yeah. So I feel like the orcas probably already figured out a way to like work around that a little bit. But if they're also getting, like, they go to get the tuna because we're trying to grab all the tuna out and they're like, hey, leave us a little something, and someone got caught up. What I'm reading here is that orcas are smart in the same way elephants, because we all remember our boy who went back and re-stomped that woman's house and her and brought back up and destroyed that whole damn village. Mm-hmm. So look, y'all, we gotta leave these animals alone.
Yo, they gave us plenty of floor. You know what I mean? Plenty of floor. And they
Right.
ain't even asking for all the water. And the water they asking for, they're not even asking for it year round. They say, yo, right now we here. Springtime. It's literally 39 of us. You count it. Okay?
Right.
You did the census. You know how many of us there are. You know what I mean? It's just stay back when you see us here.
Like, yeah. So that's what I think. But yeah, they are definitely being taught how to attack these boats.
I'm pro all this. So this is why I didn't cover it initially. Full hands on deck. First, when I heard orcas, I thought they were sneakers.
I'm sorry, what?
I thought orcas was like how like this Jordans, you know? I thought like it was like the Jordan orcas. I don't know why, just in my head, I heard orcas. I was like, oh, those like the new Fords, you know? Now that I know the story, even more so, I think these should be sneakers now. They got like a cool storyline. You know, they got a color scheme, black and white, you know what I mean? Yo, get your Jordan Orca editions. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to say to that, but if it helps you.
It made sense in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That is how you process it. I will not yuck your yum, but listen, that is.
I 100% expect a basketball player to nickname themselves like the Big Orca. You know, I'm going
to look up Orca sneaker.
I'm telling you, it just sounded right. Like, yo, oh, you got them orcas? Yeah, yo, I'm a size 11 orca. No doubt. I mean, that orca colorway is crazy. It just synced. And then when I looked into it, the silliness of the first article title I read is what was like the first article I read was the Business Insider one. The title is what should you do during an orca attack?
Oh, jeez.
That's the title of the article. And like, let's be real. There's not that many orca attacks that most people are going to live through. B, the answer is not be where the orcas are. That's the whole article. That's all it should be. Find out where orcas are. Don't go there. That's the whole article.
Right.
You shouldn't be in the attack. That's the whole thing. If you are in an orca attack, you did a lot of things wrong along the way. I promise you, no one has been attacked by an orca, discovered what an orca was during the orca attack. They heard about orcas the whole time before.
Right.
People tell you, you know there's orcas out there, right? Word? That's crazy. I'm still going out there. Like, that's the process. There's no random orca. I haven't seen an orca in Brooklyn. No orcas in my hood. I stay out their way. They stay out of my way. Me and the orcas, good money. I'm excited to buy their sneakers. You know? That's how it should be. I respect the orcas. You know what I mean? I've gone in the water. I went into a pool. No orcas there. I felt confident. I'm not bothering the orcas. You know? I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks. Promise you, if they tell me orcas are in the water, I'm gonna be sand adjacent the whole time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I respect orcas, okay? Everyone should. All right? But yeah, I thought they were sneakers. Really excited to hear that they're like dominating the news and building their brand. I think they need sneakers now. I think they have a really good marketing opportunity here. Maybe the money from the sneaker sales could go towards an orca non-for-profit. At the very least, it could go towards building a fence around the orcas. Keep us out of the orca area, you know?
I don't know if we want a fence around the... Here's the thing. I looked up orca shoes. So there's some company called Orca Bay.
Okay.
.co.uk. So they're a British company. Boat shoes, mostly deck shoes, boat shoes.
Okay.
Sure. And then there's the Adidas Men's Ultra Boost, which are black and white. Okay. And I guess they call those the Ultra Boot Orcas.
That makes sense. I'm telling you. Yeah.
So I can see where Orca Bay is just a bunch of normal looking boat shoes. I totally understand why you would think, the Nike Air the Huaracha OG Orca on StockX. That's like an Orca is a very black and white coloring. It's very easy to make a black and white shoe and call them your Orcas.
Yeah,
So
I see it. Man, I just found some Nike Air Max 1 Orcas.
Yeah, men's Nike Kyrie 8 Orca sneakers. So, yes, they're out there.
I'm buying these, actually. These are fire. Yo, I'm so happy you brought this whole thing up. I'm sincerely buying this.
Nike Kobe 3 Orcas. Yes. So any black and white shoe, I guess they called it an Orca.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Absolutely. But here's what's bothering me now that I'm reading more into it. White Gladys. I don't think we need to put all the blame on White Gladys. But White Gladys, they're like, she's a traumatized orca. Yeah, it's tough being an orca. It's kind of tough. So if she went straight falling down on this thing, and if she had a rough day, and now she's just going through the Strait of Gibraltar, attacking every yacht, hey man, time to move your yacht.
Bro, talk. Yeah, I don't know
We're
why.
not called killer humans. They're called killer whales. You hear me?
Bro, talk. You know why? Because the person writing the story is the human. You know what I mean? Go find out how they talk about us over there in the orca community.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You might get a different perspective. You know?
Yeah, I don't like how they're putting all this on this traumatized whale named White Gladys.
Yeah.
Look, it's tough. It's hard. We don't know what she's going through.
You know, she's not even white. She's albino, Sha. You know, and
that ain't even.
They
don't even know the difference between a black albino orca and a white albino orca.
Poor orca.
You can tell by the grade of hair; it's curlier.
Yeah, I don't know why when you said poor White Gladys, I just pictured an orca with a harmonica.
Yo.
Oh man, yeah, this has been great. I'm so excited to get my new orcas. Oh man, this is fire. Yeah, I'm Team Orca. Definitely going for
Gladys,
the orcas.
For real though, if you need someone to make you t-shirts or something,
let us know. If you want to be on the show, we'll
we'll have you on the show.
Real talk. We don't do guests often, but you can rock.
Yeah, we'll work something out.
You know what I mean? So what you think about that?
Oh man, what a get. What a get. We can get Gladys on here. Man.
Breaking the game wide open in the podcast world.
They got to pay attention now.
In other news, 4 Ohio prison employees were placed on leave after inmates escaped in a dumpster. You know what I mean? 4 employees of an Ohio prison have been placed on administrative leave following the announcement that 2 inmates escaped from the facility earlier this week. Bradley Gillespie and James Lee escaped from the Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution in Lima, Ohio. After concealing themselves in a dumpster, they were noticed missing the following day during the prisoner count. Law enforcement officials pursuing the 2 after they were spotted driving a stolen car apprehended Lee on Tuesday after the car crashed. Gillespie, however, got away and remains at large. A major and 3 corrections officers have been placed on paid administrative leave as a result of the incident.
Oh shit!
Yo, they paying costs here. I like this.
Wow.
Additional employees may be placed on administrative leave as the investigation continues. Gillespie, 50, was imprisoned in 2016 for murder. Lee, 47, was imprisoned in 2021 for burglary and safecracking. Gillespie's daughter, in a video shared by the Ohio State Highway Patrol, implored her father to turn himself in. If you're hearing this, I prefer you turn yourself in before something bad happens, she says, with her voice cracking. I want you in my life. I want you at my wedding. I don't want anything bad to happen. So if you could please just turn yourself in before anybody gets hurt, I would appreciate it. We want you safe. Boom.
She think he was locked up for murder? She think he gonna get out in time for her wedding?
You thought he was gonna walk you down the aisle?
Yeah, come on, baby.
Yo.
He'll be there via Zoom. How about that? When they catch him.
Still in cuffs.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. They can do that on Microsoft Teams, maybe, or something like that.
You don't even trust me to click on the link? Nah, B.
Yeah.
You ain't touching nothing no more.
Oh, sweetie, I don't know if he's gonna make it to the wedding. Oh, hun.
Man, dreams are real.
Oh, murder, baby, murder. He's locked up for murder.
And he's on the run.
And he's on the run. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if your wedding's really gonna be top of his list. If he's not already with you right now, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, nah, I think you have to let go of that dream, okay? Yo, real talk, I did not think that I would read an article about orca safety, then read another article and think, yo, them orcas, they're kind of asking for something far more reasonable than this lady in the second article.
Yeah, I think so. I was like, you have a better chance of White Gladys being at your wedding. Dad. Yeah.
Yo, I like this. I like that they're holding people accountable.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I didn't think that they'd put anyone.
Yo, 4 people. You know what I mean? I dig this. You know what I mean? I think it's important to show that when someone in law enforcement does something wrong, they can be held accountable, and more to follow. You know,
Yeah.
I am surprised that prisoners have this kind of liberty in the jail. I don't know why. I felt like the part of jail where the prisoner would be at would be more heavily guarded, but apparently so did the corrections facility. They were like, "Yo, we had 4 people on that dude."
You know, you figure out a way. That's the whole thing. Of course, even if it is more heavily guarded, you just figure out when's your chance. Like, how long were they in that dumpster before the dumpster went out? You know what I mean? Yeah. So they had to work all of that out. It's a lot of logistics. Breaking out of jail is really, it's about the logistics. You can want it, but can you plan it? You know what I mean?
There you go. Like, if you break out, you got a job at UPS, you know?
Yes, right, exactly. You definitely, depending on what you had to do, you definitely could get some work out of it.
Real talk.
I mean, he could plan his daughter's wedding.
And you can do that from inside the jail, you know?
That's true. What if they wheel you both down in dumpsters? What, Dad?
You don't see the vision, okay? I'm telling you. It's beautiful.
Trust me.
Green wedding, you know? It's going to be great. No, not green because we're like saving the earth. Like, that's just the color scheme.
Right, yes.
You know?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. Good luck to that young lady.
I know. That's who my heart goes out to.
Real talk. Man. How empty must your side of the aisle be when you're like rooting for your father who's convicted of murder and is on the run, where you're like, yo, I need this dude to show up because otherwise it's just 3 people on my side of the wedding party.
Oh, my gosh.
Finally, Bronze Bulge stands out as a River Plate honors Gallardo or Gerardo.
No, I think that's
Gallardo.
Oh, Gallardo. My. Oh, my God.
I'm trying, yo. I'm going to throw some Spanish in there. I think this is a Spanish one.
It's Marcelo Gallardo.
Gallardo. Okay. River Plate recognizes Marcelo Gallardo as the most successful coach in the club's history, with the unveiling of a statue at the weekend, but a prominent bulge in the crotch area of the huge bronze has attracted as much mockery as veneration. The towering statue, which is 8 meters tall and weighs at 6.3 tons, stands outside of the monumental stadium and depicts a famous image of Gallardo lifting one of the 2 Copa Libertadores trophies he won in Buenos Aires club. According to the sculptor Mercedes Saval, the prominence of the trouser bulge, which has already inspired a host of internet memes, was a deliberate feature of the piece and reflected the vulgar local terrorist slang for effort. I exaggerated that part, and I understood that it has to do with a gesture towards the fans. It's part of the football language, and I looked for a way to bring the folk into art and took a shot. Saval said the special feature of the statue had been requested by the official overseeing the project. I think his name was Gerardo, who wanted who wanted something similar to the sculpture of the charging bull in New York's Wall Street. The scrotum of the statue is noticeably lighter in color, as passers-by often rub it looking for a little good luck.
I can't.
Yo.
No. Dude is still alive.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's fine. He's fine with the statue. It is not okay. So I looked it up as you were talking. It's 8 meters tall.
Yeah.
Which in feet is 26.
Yeah.
It's 26 feet tall.
Yeah, that's a lot. Right?
That's a lot. And the bulge in the crotch is not like, to me, it doesn't look like a natural bulge in the crotch.
Right.
It looks like he has put a softball there. And it's just a guy with a little bit of a gut holding up a trophy with both hands, and then his crotch, and then there's just this round mound.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even look like unless all of that equals just like a softball, it looks wild.
Yeah, that's
and also
not attractive.
The idea of rubbing it for good luck. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not rubbing anyone's nuts for good luck. I don't care if it's bronze. I don't care if it's flesh. Now for good luck, nah.
Yeah, nah, that ain't
nothing good has come out of rubbing someone's balls. I'll do the stump at the Apollo, and that's about it. But I'm not rubbing someone's bronze balls for good luck.
Yeah, nah, that's not the move right there. Can't come back from it. I don't even want, imagine you get caught rubbing someone's balls. I don't want that to be the origin story of my success.
I don't want a picture. I don't want to be in the background of someone's picture with my hand up, touching this guy's softball while some family's trying to get a picture.
Nah, will not be me. I just don't want that to be how they I heard Gastor got his new Netflix special. Yeah, he was rubbing Marcelo Gallardo's balls. And he made it ever since, I got to say that on podcasts now, on interviews.
Yeah, man. So
made the trip
where
out
do
there.
You think it all turned around for you? Probably when I rubbed the balls of that statue.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I did 2 hands, and I think that was different, I wrote jokes
really
twice as fast.
There.
Yeah.
Really? Really massaged my shot out of there.
Yeah, it's the key to success, You gotta want it.
I don't think so. And if I ever had a statue made of me, which, oh Lord, I really hope not. I don't want a prominent ass like that mermaid. I don't want a softball in my crotch. If you're going to do anything, I guess make sure the boobs are a little off center, and then that's it. But not like in a huge way. I don't want like a grapefruit and a tangerine. Even though that's closer to what it is, I don't want you doing that.
Yeah, a statue's a lot. I'm consistently big on ego, and but statues that's crazy.
That is the idea of that is wild.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm definitely pro photo.
Mm-hmm.
A painting is where it starts feeling iffy.
Yes,
that's kind of
portrait of yourself done.
Yeah, that's where it starts feeling I don't know. I would sit for a painting. I wouldn't want to commission my painting.
Yes. Okay.
I think that's kind of the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think anything more than that, what? Nah, you hiring someone to sit for 12 hours to paint you? I can't. And then also, statue is bananas. Oh my god.
Even if I sat for a painting, I don't want that painting in my house.
Yeah.
If someone asked me, hey, will you be the model for my painting? Yeah, I don't want any version of that in my house. Do with that what you will.
Yeah, that's art, I hope.
That's art. I don't need that. Yeah. I don't need it.
Yeah, because there's I forget the guy's name. There was a famous I believe they're still alive. A black painter who I believe painted Obama for his portrait.
Kahindi Wildy?
I believe so. I'm not sure on the name.
Kahinde,
but like,
though, yes.
The reason I found that interesting is because, like, obviously, like, that's a great honor and that's a tradition. So I'm glad Obama got that done. Then the ego came in to me when LL Cool J got a picture done.
Of himself?
Of himself. And then
Kahinde Wiley did a painting of LL.
Because it's at the DC Museum where they had the Obama painting.
Right.
They had his, and it specifically says under LL's plaque, here on loan from LL Cool J.
Okay.
And it's a painting of LL Cool J. Like, that is so wild on like A, that you got it commissioned. B, you own it. C, you would lend it out to let people know, yeah, this shit is me. That's your heart. That is a level of ego that, like, yo, hats off to you, my G. Like, I believe in myself, but not like that. Like, that's next level.
But you know what, though? He's exactly who I would think to do that.
Yeah.
He's absolutely who I would think to do. Like, even if Barack Obama was just like, yeah, he has to because he was the president.
Right. That
which
makes
is
sense.
its own level of hubris. That's like, what? But so they all did. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the job.
Right.
So you do that. He picked a great artist to do it. It's a little bit different than the other ones. Sure. You know, get a snapshot, just have it on your phone, Barry. Right. You don't have to have that up in the house. You know, I mean, your wife's got one too. I'm sure she probably just has in her phone. You don't need to have that up anywhere. We know who you are, right? And so he got to choose the artist, but it's just like, you're the president now, so you know we're going to need that portrait. Like, we need to have something up. The presidential portrait and then the one that goes in the Smithsonian. And Kahinde, if I'm not mistaken, he would find people, he would meet with people and look for people to be models for him.
Right.
Right. But LL was like, yeah, get that dude on the phone. I want one of me.
Yes, indeed. I saw it at the thing, and I remember reading the plaque. It said this was commissioned by LL, and it's here on loan by LL. And
okay.
I like that is awesome. That level of hubris is wow.
You know, look, I don't know. When I get a photograph of me done at a show or something like that, I would just put it on my Facebook and keep it moving. And then I remember going to visit my parents, and my mother had printed out, because they're parents, which means they had a printer, printed out one of the pictures and put it in a frame. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you do with that, huh? But I also was like, but that's just a picture for the internet. You know, what the internet is for, but I mean, I guess it's, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, man. If you would like to sponsor our paintings by Kahinde Wiley, you know what I mean? Shalewa and Gastor will be having these done sometime in the never future, because we are not that famous.
True.
But if you got connects, I would sit for one. You know, I'll even let the Smithsonian hold it for a little bit, right next to LL's.
That's so sweet of you.
You know, goodness so of my heart. You know, I'll do that. All you got to do is like subscribe to the show.
I'll forfeit mine. If you commission a painting of me, I'm just going to send White Gladys in my place. That's what I'm going to do.
You know what? In honor of that donation, I will make sure to sit in white orcas right next to that painting of Shalewa's White Gladys. Now, man, they can see the theme, the connection, you know?
Yes, right. Yes, absolutely.
All you gotta do is like, subscribe to the show, baby. If you are Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. You don't know how beautiful this collabo is gonna be, okay? All right. I've seen the way this dude paints, okay? Gladys deserves to be a painted and saved and viewed for the rest of the time. You know, so does my sneaker collection. You know, 5 stars, you get it. You know, my kick game is crazy, and also Gladys is pretty cool. You know? If you have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo, at Gastor Almonte. Shout outs to FCBLJ, Iron Fist Mom, and Lori McDaniel for sharing articles. Always appreciate y'all. With all that said, I am the soon to be winner of another Stock X pair of sneakers, Gastor Almonte. With the just gave away one of her most expensive and prized assets because she's such a beautiful person. Her own painting, Shalewa Sharpe.
It's the least we could do for White Gladys while she teaches the children how to kick our ass. It's the least we could do.
This has been the most pro Killer Wear episode we probably will ever do of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace.